And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. So the Minnesota Twins have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Logan Gilbert. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery around the bases rather than pulling up at second. A little more backspin on that instead of the together there, and he's rewarded with the double. Nicely, put a great swing on it, and it just some damage, and he squared it up nicely. First pitch fast.
Bottom of the first. And on the mound in this one, Tyler Mahle. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
He powers one out to right field, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
Hey, 20 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball, I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, that. Take that swing and that result every time. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drop. Tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try here. Just a bloop hit behind third right.
Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. Ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog, and these are the moments we appreciate when
Bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing
out of here. A towering home run. His second of the year. It's 3-1. Minnesota solo shot extends.
in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Logan Gilbert gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher for the White Sox, Justin Topa. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm. coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give up and ripped it into the outfield. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats. Nice line drive to the pull side.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Trey Turner goes deep, and this game is tied. It's 3-3. Run homer.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. No messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Came out and 1 out now.
Wow, short work to send him up. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings. The infield, he just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. In there safely.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine.
He ripped 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments that cast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyler Mahle departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Now on the bump, Amir Garrett, and he'll do his best to hang on to this lead.
Ball middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for. Consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Really nice game at the plate. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clear.
Bases loaded. Nobody
will take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
White Sox going with a new arm, Rafael Montero. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance.
This one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning, one gone.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight. And the ball over to a new arm, Josh Taylor. And he'll work on holding this lead.
Josh Taylor.
Surprised with this decision to delay the game. The rain is here, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime.
There, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you know, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but it's a job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. And he beats the throw by a
hit. First two pitches.
Got him looking. That's out number 3. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of those are summoned from the bullpen. Phil Maton. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Here ahead in the count 0-2. All
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
No, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
The 5-3 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Houston Astros.
With the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound today, Taijuan Walker.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delay, but that time, a little anxious. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. He does just that. Excellent job. Well, 2 goals when you've got the go-ahead run at the plate. Keep him in the ballpark, and then second, keep him off.
Bottom of the first. And on the hill today, Aaron Nola. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
The odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Way back there and gone. Christian Yelich leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Deals. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. 2 gone.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far.
The punch out there. And the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 2nd strikeout. Astros are down quietly. They lead it 1-0.
Looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing.
Come on and knock him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So he's perfect through 6. And now the 0-1. Back to the mound. On the run, sends it over to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out.
And a swing and a miss. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. Important first out to begin the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there on any leadoff base runner. Really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that. 2 up, 2 down.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't.
Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. make sure that he...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and it remains 1-0. Mateo now in the game as he takes over at third.
Now playing third base.
Zach Littell on to pitch out of the pen here, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 46, Zach Littell.
In the 6th hole, starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Some wizardry.
Now batting, catcher.
Nice soft hand his game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes. Behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Colin McHugh, and he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Closer come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Astros use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, these guys just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these guys, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew. Baseball from the Lone Star State. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, and can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Here. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Ripped that one down the line and kept it.
Justin Turner takes him deep. His first homer of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate. Really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of...
There and gone! Matt Carpenter leaves the yard. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-1. On one more at
that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it was ready to hit right there. Pretty tough for the infield up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good.
Paul Goldschmidt goes deep. Third home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
terrific play. Reflexes, line drive, caught by the
ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at
these fastball. You have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead
it's way gone. He sends it out of here, and they add on. It's 6-1.
In this one, that's his third extra base hit of the game.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging
mound, pitching change coming. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Dinelson Lamet. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm. That wakes him up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something. Well, it's been a struggle on offense. For the ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job.
On its way and out of here. Harrison Bader leaves the yard. Third home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3. And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays. And right there,
got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Out of here. A big blow to the home fans. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they inch closer. It's 6-4.
Middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Play at the plate, safe, and it's a one-run ball game. And it's a one-run game.
Up next for the Yankees.
Out of the game, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Emilio Pagan, trying to protect this lead.
Emilio Pagan.
Rangers, Matt Carpenter. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the fifth.
Just seems like he can't miss right now. Seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
And batter waits.
But it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone. Out. I'm not sure that was time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The punch out there. Back-to-back strikeout. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Rangers go down in order. And the Rangers set down in order into the game. And this is his season debut.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 36, Fred.
When they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do.
Comes Ryan Presley to the mound, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
Number 55, Ryan.
Quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And we are tied. That's gotta feel good. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 6-6. Here's Tyler
right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a tough thing to do, and far from a sure thing.
The goal. Pitch in for a strike. Zunino throw. Got him.
That goes to...
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run.
Here, home run. Xander Bogaerts hits one out. His first homer of the year. It's 8-6.
And the numbers back it up.
So they turn things over to the righty, Michael Phillies. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. He's Billy Wagner. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 13, Billy Wagner.
The bullpen go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough
today.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement.
The 1-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
Final score of 8-6 in this one for Chris. Welcome to Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland, home of the A's. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletic. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Eliezer Hernandez. What do we have on him?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have...
Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher, Brad Keller. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really.
Not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow.
Start of the fourth. Now
To just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And he beats the throw, shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. Bobby Witt Jr. with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but
they're 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Shohei Ohtani goes deep. His first homer of the year. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
It feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Down coming off the bat, man, and as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield. Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
Eloy Jimenez leaves the yard. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1.
The hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Anthony Rizzo circles the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 3-1.
But you'll take that swing and that result every time. Right there, loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough
now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brad Keller done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Dylan Betances gets the ball now. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Right there. He hit that ball really well to deep, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a first. Put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
That ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and
he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Eliezer Hernandez won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound, and he'll work on holding this lead.
Number 71.
The hitter, make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release part.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the lead. Ohtani over at first with one away. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's two down.
But they have this netting down the lines, just ensure.
Base hit, and he boots it. Here comes Witt around third. He scores. It's 3-2. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners. 0-2 now. Strike three. Got him swinging. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, these guys just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these guys, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
3-2 the final score. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Detroit Tigers come into Game 4 of this series with a chance to sweep. That's something that's not easy to do at this level against any opponent, Chris.
Well, you know these guys are feeling really good showing up to the ballpark today. Warm-ups, batting practice, everyone's smiling, bouncing around, and they don't want to change anything that's helped get them the wins in the first 3 games. A big opportunity today, and they'll try to keep those positive vibes going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one. Coming up on the first pitch, on the hill here today, Matthew Boyd. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you...
We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill, the big righty, Lewis Parks. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first.
He used the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire...
Long to get a result for that at bat. Just a very no messing around right there.
Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single. Yeah, they might challenge it.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Just one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with
the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
There as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Nico.
There, he was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely just a nice job coming through and a pretty high. I was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So
turning, looking, and that one is gone. Tyler Naquin rounds the bases. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 3-1. That, but they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Juan Soto goes deep. His second of the year. It's 3-2. Nico Holsizer up next for the Mariners.
Blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man,
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty to hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter.
He made him pay for that one, his second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2.
Got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Gone! He sends a rocket to left. His first homer of the year. It's 5-2.
That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
His second home run of the game, and they slice into the lead. It's 5-3.
On the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin.
Pitching change coming. Lewis Parks gives way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Sam Coonrod into the game. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many out.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up next for the.
Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Chris Stratton. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Chris Stratton.
Working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Gone! Trey Mancini goes deep, his second of the year, and they close the gap. It's 9-4.
That pure reaction, fastball up and in, not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-4.
Swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Gone. That one felt good. Third home run of the season. It's 12-4. Over here, and we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
Number 40, Jimmy Nelson.
Exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
He powers that one out to left, his second of the year. It's 12-5. Manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Matthew Boyd will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Nick Vincent, and he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is.
Thing, launch mode, 6 home runs, just an incredible offensive display today. Even by today's standards, that is a huge total.
And a final score of 12-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Coming to you live from Southern California, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Dustin May. What do you look for here?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for...
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you.
Got him swinging, and one gone.
Him for a couple of strikes. Now back.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. The Rockies strand one, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. Back here in L.A., and on the hill here today, Kwang Hyun Kim.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 3.50 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and now one away.
Very frustrating right there as a...
And down on strikes. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Scoreless after.
Now, it's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate. Velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body.
Is going to go. Luke Voigt takes him deep. His second of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless again to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
Swings and misses. That's out number 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0.
For an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That is the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fast. You've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies, but they still lead it 1-0.
But sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield.
Down at 107 off the bat. It's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score and they've tied it. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up.
Got him looking. Good job of damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. And he chases that one. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. It's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1. Out towards left center. Hunter turns to the right on the move. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly. Still tied 1-1.
Lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there.
Brandon Belt goes deep. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1. Kicks and fires. Right through there. Got him. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball.
Left center, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
It's day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around. These guys today are so great with handling velocity. There.
1-2 now. Got him. Out, and that ends the frame. So 1 left for Colorado. They're down 2.
I'd say these guys really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate. Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Gary Sheffield leads the team at Oak. Just about to get underway. And today's starter, Touki Toussaint.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit.
Bottom of the first, towing the slab in today's game, Antonio Senzatella.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. Tyrone Taylor, the next up for the Padres.
Excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got to pick
a solo shot, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Out of the pen comes the right-hander, Ryan Stanek. This is his third time out this year.
Ryan Stanek.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these guys it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm